Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the Akim and Aquaf tuning in and listening. This is Dan Yalaga from the Great Millstone, Chicago camp. And, I just want to just do a quick lesson on this. But this just shows you that Esau, he likes to test the waters to see how people are going to react to certain things, man. And hold on, let me turn my Bluetooth off. Esau likes to test the waters, and we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, but at the same time, you gotta have this in your mind that look, Jacob's trouble is gonna be crazy, bro. See, like Esau, the Lord is putting the spirit on Esau to just go all out. And he's really revealing his true nature. And really, let me just play this real quick.
Look at that face. A 7-foot-tall robot with a goat head and glowing eyes. Oh, and it can also carry a chainsaw. I'm sure nothing feels weird or demonic about this whatsoever. A company called Satris is building a robot called 3 Halves, and they're saying it's designed to keep people out of harm's way by going into places that are too dangerous for humans. Things like wildfires and collapsing buildings. Now just imagine being stuck in a wildfire and this thing shows up and says, "I'm here to save you." Because why does it need a goat head and horns? Well, people were asking the same question and the company responded with this. They said the horns have wide-angle cameras in them which allow us to see the positions of the legs and arms. But that still doesn't explain why it needs to look like that. Also, because of the size of the horns, the robot can't fit through standard American-sized doorways. Also, 3 Halves doesn't have any hands. It has a quick disconnect wrist system. It can swap out tools like a chainsaw or a drill. And I took this screenshot from their own website and it literally says this robot is more dangerous than it looks. But don't worry, because if you were ever in a situation where you need to stop it, they show you its weak points in case you need to do so. Now, why would this company put out a manual on how to stop it? At some point, you have to stop asking whether they could have designed it differently and start asking why they didn't. They expect people to trust AI and robots. Then they build a 7-foot-tall goat-headed machine with a chainsaw. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Look at that face.
And really, it just shows you the mindset of these devils, man. And like I said, Esau probably, he tests the waters, who knows, but it just gives you a perspective that, let me just get Revelation chapter 12 and 12. This is Revelation chapter 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So the Lord is really playing on Esau's mind to just go all out. He's really revealing who he is. And he's gonna get his shit off, man. Hey, it's a huge depopulation agenda that's gonna go on. Hey, it's a lot that's gonna go on, man. Not to mention, World War III. It will be foreign entities that's gonna invade this place, and at the same time, Jacob's trouble, and hey, it's a lot of shit that's gonna go down here on the shores of America, bro. And really, you gotta really have your mind girded in these times, because hey, we're gonna see some shit. It's things the Lord is gonna put the spirit on Esau to release. And he said, what? It's gonna end. Then the Lord is gonna be doing things. It says in Wisdom of Solomon, strange apparitions. It's gonna be all type of demons out here. Look, man, this is the place of the Lord's judgment, bro. So really, we gotta really have our minds built up in these times. This is Sirach chapter 5 and 7. This Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, but in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And this ain't the time to just be lollygagging, because you really look at the mindset of our people. You got some Jakes that's in the world that kind of got some sense, but majority of our people, they just fucking playing, being distracted, just out here, just still trying to live their best life, still thinking that there's some type of future here, and trying to still live like there's no judgment coming to this place. And really, you can't be in that delusion, man. You got to really look at it for what it is, man. Hey, man, Esau know that this place it ain't working for him. So how much more you Israelites? This is not our rest. So we got to have our minds focused on the Lord, man. We're going to need protection, and we're going to need divine intervention. We're going to need that spiritual power, man. Because we ain't going to be able to fight. We're going to get overwhelmed by this devil, man. And really, man, we really going to have to, the Lord is going to have, let me get this Psalms 91. And I just, put that video out there. Who knows? But we know Esau, he likes to do that. He tests the waters and he takes it off. But yeah, we know that he got shit that's perfected, that he's going to release. And he's really going to release a lot of this shit on Jake. A lot of you Edomites, you nomad Edomites that like to thinking you're going to make it off grid and thinking you're going to somehow ride this thing out. This place got man, he got something for this place, man. This is Psalms chapter 91. I'm going to start at 1. Psalms 91 and 1. You see, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And look, man, the Lord is gonna have protection for his elect. Provisions are gonna be made for his elect. The wicked really gotta worry about all this different shit that's gonna come. So really, we don't know. We just know that this shit really gonna go down, man. The stage is already being set for a lot of things to happen here. So going back to what I was saying, you gotta have your mind girded. You gotta focus on what the Lord is doing. Focus on prophecy. We got a lot of things going on in the spirit, where it's gonna be like another alignment of the planets, and right here. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the heavens. The Lord is giving us constant signs that he's coming back. Esau, we see a lot of chariot sightings, and look, man, the Lord is wrapping this place up. And we want to be on the right hand of the Lord. We want the Lord to pass over us from all this destruction, man. So really, this is the time. Really, you really gotta have your mind right. Any day, anything can happen. So we gotta live like shit. Live like this bitch gonna get destroyed tomorrow. But you know what I'm saying. Have balance with your life, manage your life, but at the same time, always hasten the day, because it's fastly approaching us, man. So, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash, Shalom, Kwam Yashala, and Abba.